Hi guys, it's a beautiful day once again and welcome back to Dexter's World channel. Well, not all of us were born with silver spoon and platter. What I mean is that not all of us were born rich. Not all of us have wealthy parents. In my case, I was born to a very ordinary family. My father was just a farmer during his lifetime, and also he was employed in the government with a very minimal salary. But he was challenged and actually have exerted an effort to do some farming activities in order for us to go to school or to send us to school. And the Dexter that is standing before you right now, guys, has some values and principles in life that somehow would make us inspired to do farming activities or any kind of activity that would help us augment our income. And right now, I am here in this mud pond. Actually, I am doing half of this because the people I hired are also too busy to appropriate time for this pond. That's why I did it myself, and I am glad that I am almost to have a concrete dike right here. Our breeding of Japanese koi had been very successful. Actually, we already have 2 batches. We have produced 10,000s of this Japanese koi and are now very congested in the concrete tank that we temporarily use for them. And what I have in mind is really to release them here in this mud pond. And how many days ago we were able to release some of the goldfish and even some mollies as our testing fish to know whether or not this water is good for the fish already. And we were so amazed that even the goldfish that we have just seen right here a couple of minutes ago are very fat and healthy. They are thriving, they are surviving, and it gives me now the hope that we can actually release the koi, the fry of this Japanese koi, right here. So I am very positive that we can raise them for a period of 2 months and we will able to make a good harvest. I am confident that this tank can accommodate more than 3,000 to 4,000 fry of this Japanese koi. I'm also very happy to know that there are live foods that are thriving in this particular pond. I saw dapnias, I saw worms, and several other live foods that are really very helpful for the kois to grow. This mud pond is measured 6 meters in width, and we have a length of actually 20 to 22 meters. And the depth of this varies. Here in this area is really deep because the moment we're gonna harvest the Japanese koi, we will drain the water and the kois will settle in this area. This is the Ket's basin. So it's easier for us to gather all the koi, and then of course we will put them in a separate tank and condition them before we're gonna sell them at the pet store. So guys, we will put this net over this pond so that we can ensure that these herons and other predators like kingfishers and other birds could not come in and eat our koi. So we will spread this over this mud pond. Okay. So we are putting this nylon in order for us to lift this net, and I don't know if this will work, but we are trying our best actually to fix everything so that we can release this Japanese koi in a moment. So finally guys, we were able to cover half of the pond, and we will cut this net into half so that the other half of this will be covered on those portion right there. And as soon as we're gonna cover everything, that's the time that we will release our Japanese koi. So guys, since we already have made the cover of our mud pond, I am now quite confident that we are now set or ready to release our baby kois right there. And just early this morning, I personally harvested this baby koi. I made it sure that we will release baby kois that have uniform sizes, more or less have uniform sizes. Because if we will release the bigger ones together with the small ones, the tendency is that all the small ones will just be eaten up by the bigger ones. And this is my principle really, to save the other fry which have inferior size. So actually we already have collected some 2,500 of our baby kois, and we are intending to release at least 3,000 for this day. And we will observe if the growth will become rapid, meaning that they will grow so fast, and that's the time that we can conclude that that kind of pond, which is 6 meters by 22 meters, can accommodate 3,000 heads of Japanese koi. So what we need is only 500 baby kois from this bigger tank. And I don't know if we can still collect good amount of this, because in the last video that we had, we mentioned about the problem of this baby of this dragonfly. But I am still very positive that we can get a good number out of this tank. So please forgive me guys. We will swim now with our fish. This is a deep tank, and we will swim with them. I will catch some 500, and then we will go to the mud pond and release the 3,000 baby kois right there. So we will swim. I will jump. Oh, okay. Whew. Ow. So you will witness now if we still have the koi right here, because this was eaten by the dragonflies. Oh, still plenty. Oh good. See? Wow. So you look at the difference in size right here. They're just siblings actually. If you will throw this to the mud pan, naturally this smaller size will just be devoured by these bigger ones. That is why I said that it is really very important to segregate them according to its sizes. Never mind the color, you will just select later the good colors. You know, this segregation process is done in order for us to ensure good harvest, or to maximize the harvest. Because if we will just mix them up, the bigger ones together with the smaller ones, then we cannot harvest high percentage, because all the smaller ones are already devoured. They are really eaten by the bigger ones. So in koi growing, cannibalism could be prevented if we are patient enough to segregate the bigger from the smaller ones. this is one of the very crucial and sensitive part of the process. If we will commit mistake, then all these kois, these baby kois, will certainly die. If we are going to transport them, we will refrain from giving food a day before. Because if we will fail, if we will give food to this fry of koi, then we can have so many casualties. In fact, we might kill them all. So we are now set to bring this to the mud pan. And allow me to share with you something. If you are going to transport your fish and you are saving the space, so this is actually saving the space because we put in here, in this very small container, some 3,000 baby kois. What we will do is to, of course, put this ice cube here in this container, in this ice box, so that the water will not become warm. Because if the water will start to become warm, then this fish will become really very stressed and it will result to their death. So it is really very important that we will prepare ice cubes. So I'm very excited now because we are here beside this mud pan that we have finally constructed, and I'm very excited because we have here the 3,000 baby kois and we will see if they will survive. Well, I'm 100% sure that they will, but the question is, will they survive against the predators? Because though we have this net, but we don't know what's inside in this pan. Maybe there are also bigger fish like the mudfish or this tilapia that may also eat the fry. So we do not know. So come on guys, we will now release the babies of this koi, and then of course we will observe the acclimatization process. We will float this one for a period of 20 to 30 minutes, and after that we will release the baby koi. So come on, let's do the process. So it's been 30 minutes now that we have floated this one. So we are quite sure that the temperature of the water here inside the plastic is more or less the same with the temperature of the water here in the pond. So we will release them very slowly, and what we will do is we will put some water right here in the plastic and allow them to freely move out of the plastic. Since we already have tested the waters, I'm quite confident that they will really survive. See this one? They are the babies of this Japanese koi. I've spotted many frogs right here, and they can also be the potential threat to the babies of this Japanese koi. This size is already very active that they can also evade from the attacks of these frogs. So that is why we don't actually release baby kois smaller than this size. I just pray that after 1 month or maybe 2 months, we can have a good harvest of this baby koi. See that? If this will work, then we will again make another pan right here at the left side, and then so on and so forth. So this is gonna be filled with so many fish pans, and we will try to raise the different kinds of goldfish. So if you will live with your dreams, then time will come that all your dreams will really be realized if you are not going to give up on it. And this is what we are doing actually. I really dream of having my own mud pan, and that was my dream 20 years ago. It only happens after 20 years when we got this farm. So I would like to encourage everyone that if you have dreams in life, don't give up on it. Live with it, desire for it, and make all these things possible for you to realize your dream. So this is all that we can share. I hope that you will continue to like and share our videos. And if you are not subscribed, please subscribe, because we are uploading videos every 5 days. And if you will subscribe, you will be notified of every video that we are going to upload only here at Dextersworld.
There's a heavy load upon